A concerned mom once dropped a question in my comment section asking if there is a manual as to how to raise children in the Western countries, particularly the UK. To answer this question straight, there is no designed or a blueprint on how to bring up your child or your children in the Western world. However, there are tips on parenting, and I am certain that I have found that blueprint, manual, handout as to how you're going to raise your children abroad so that they don't feel left out. Meanwhile, raising a children in the Western country is a bit challenging, not just a bit, it is overly challenging to African parents arriving Western countries for the first time. Even to those who have lived for years, it is still challenging to every one of us because it's a whole lot processing the healthcare system, the educational system, the crisis and all of that, ensuring that our children do not really, forget our identity is something that has been a big challenge to African parents in abroad when it comes to raising their children. However, my name is Chinyere Ojike. Welcome once again to my channel. Please like, subscribe to my channel and keep coming back for more. Yes, as you turn on that notification bell icon by the corner so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Alright, as an immigrant parent navigating unfamiliar systems in the UK and in some other Western countries, here are 12 practical tips as to how you might want to raise your child or your children to become happy and well adjusted into the society. Learn about the UK education system. Understanding how schools operate in the UK will really help you and your child in progressing towards their academic journey in the UK. You have to research to understand what kind of schools are in existence in the UK, such as private schools, faith-based schools, grammar schools, public schools, and you understand their admission processes. However, do not fail to attend your child's parent evening, just like I've got one here. This is for my son. That will be next week or this particular week on the 25th. I usually choose a better time because definitely teachers usually send letters asking you to choose a better time for you, So do not miss all of this parent evening, parent meeting, and engage in their assignments, homework, ask questions when you can. And every of your child's activity in the school, endeavor to attend, no matter what it will cost you. Because by the time you start being absent to all of this, parents meeting, they might call you, say you didn't know about it or you forgot. Hey, they would definitely put that down in their red book. So do not make that mistake of missing out on all of your children's activities. So that's because encouraging positive attitudes towards education will definitely help your child excel academically and socially. Encourage bilingualism. Speak your native language at home while your child learns English at school. This would be definitely a great advantage to your child. Bilingualism improves cognitive development and keeps them connected to their cultural roots. Create opportunities for your children to practice both languages, English language and your native language, through books, media, film, or through other processes. This can really help your children adjust into the new society. Understand UK parenting norms. Parenting tips or practices vary across cultures, and the UK has certain expectations when it comes to raising children. The gentle discipline approach is something recommended in this part of the world. Moreover, open communication is something that is highly recommended in the UK. You need to take your time to understand the local norms on parenting in the UK. This will also help you to understand the playtime, bedtime routine, activity routines. Like I went out today trying to book for a birthday party for my child, I was given a flyer that says party time is allowed from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. at night, when I know that most families in this country, bedtime routine is 7 o'clock p.m. or 7:30 p.m. How can I be keeping a party from 6 to 8 p.m.? Hey, that isn't possible. I said no to that, So understanding the local norms in the UK would really help your children adjust, especially the pattern of discipline when it comes to handling your children's issues would also help them not to have troubles with any child out there, including their teachers, because sometimes the way we treat our children back home, if they should carry such attitudes to the school, teachers might misunderstand why that is going on around that child. This is why you see sometimes they invite us over for a discussion, trying to understand why this or that has happened, because that kind of attitude or report is something that is very unfamiliar to the culture here. Teach cultural pride and adaptation. It is important that children feel proud about their background, especially their heritage, while adapting to the UK cultural society. However, learn to teach your children everything about your culture, stories about your native country, the locals, your food. A lot of us, our children do not even enjoy our Nigerian food, not jollof rice. Nigerian jollof rice is my son's favorite, but teach them others. I was with a child yesterday who said he had fufu. I said, what soup? He said, I don't know. I don't just know. It's yellow soup. You can imagine when we give our children all of this, learn to identify those things by their names so that they learn about them as well. In a school the other day, I asked one, African girl, I sense that she's a Nigerian. I approached her. They were two playing together, 11 and 10. I asked her, where are you from? She said, I was told I am from Nigeria, but I'm not really sure. Then the 10-year-old told me that she's from Nigeria, her state, including the local government. But the 11-year-old couldn't really say where. I said, were you born in the UK? He said, no, I was actually born in Nigeria according to my mom, but I've never been there, I didn't really understand that. Now, learn to speak to your children about their culture, their tradition, their food, eating habits, what it is all about. Festivals that you have in your country, celebrate those when it is. Anyway, I think I'm coming to that. While also embracing the UK's cultural norms, holidays. I recall last year I celebrated Pancakes Day with my little boy in this house. We made pancake, but this year I didn't know when it happened until I went on social media. So these are some of the UK's festivals and activities that you would constantly remind your child of, embracing our local culture, local tradition, and that of the UK. By so doing, you are obviously striking balance and boosting your child's confidence in the society, not leaving behind his or her original identity. Support their mental health. Moving to a new country can be emotionally challenging for children, leading to a sense of isolation and cultural confusion. Even to we, the adults, sometimes we get confused the way people interact here. Imagine a situation whereby your children, they go to school, they see others addressing their teachers by their first name. Hello, Karen. Hello, John. Their teachers and headmistress, head teachers, they address them by their first name here. To we, the adult, is usually shocking and surprising to us. How much more your children, So what do you do in a situation like this where your children are confused about the culture of the new country where they found themselves? Just encourage open conversation, thereby validating their experiences. However, if you are still finding it difficult integrating into the new system or culture, you might want to seek help to this particular group. It is a body in the council set aside to provide support for immigrant families who need help with integrating into the society. You might want to seek such support, but I doubt any African parent, especially Nigerians, would want to go seek for a support from anybody. Just talk to your children, ask them about their feelings, their experiences out there, then you validate all that. Help them to to stay strong. Find a support network. Building a kind of strong community is crucial for both you and your child. Connect with other immigrant families, join local cultural organizations, and participate in school events. Having a support network can help with practical advice, emotional support, and a sense of belonging. When children see their parents engaged and happy, they feel more secure in their new home. This is important. I keep telling everybody to join a WhatsApp group, identify yourself with these other organizations. If you see an African on the street, try to relate with the person. Hello, hi, what's your name? By so doing, you get to know more about that person. That helps. The very first time I saw an African on my street, a Nigerian precisely, I ran into her. Then I was new in 2021. We exchanged contacts. She took me to African shop and a whole lot. And myself, I don't waste time to identify. So this would really help you. Seeing other people in your colors or people that look like you in a community where you found yourself in that foreign land. When your children see that you are integrating, you are happy associating with others, it also helps their mental health, help them to feel a sense of belonging. Balance discipline with British legal expectations. Parenting laws in the UK obviously differ with that of any other country, especially Africa. Corporal punishment, it's a capital no in this part of the world. Learn to balance things. How best to get along with your child. You might learn to use something like timeouts. You are grounded, something like that. Open conversation, apply reward systems, when a child does something good. Reward the child by praising the child. Learn to have a proper conversation with your child. Discuss that, the implications, the aftermath effect, and blah, blah, blah. This is the way they do in this part of the world. Else, if you do it the African way, you know what would be the outcome. You get into trouble. Moreover, being aware of the laws in the UK help you to avoid misunderstandings with your child, and it encourages a healthy parent-child relationship. Encourage social integration. Helping your child to make friends and integrate into the community is the key to their happiness. What does this mean? Let your child participate in some of the school activities, extracurricular activities like swimming, football, a whole lot of activities, after school clubs. For instance, my child goes to Boys Brigade, and some other music club, choir club, just after school. There are a whole lot of them your child can participate in. This actually help them to feel belong into the new society. They feel at home, that they have come, they have arrived. When they are able to participate in all of these activities, thereby making friends. Number 9, teach financial literacy from an early age. In the UK, financial education is an important life skill. Teach your child basic money management skills such as budgeting, saving, and responsible spending. Opening a junior savings account and discussing pocket money management will prepare them for financial independence. That means understanding the value of money from early stage in life will definitely help them when they grow into adulthood. Ensure they understand their rights and responsibilities. The UK places a lot of emphasis on children's rights, knowing what they are expected to do. They talk about children being protected, child's protection. Let them understand when someone tries to go against their rights so that they can stand up to it. While teaching your children about their rights, endeavor to encourage respect for diversity, equity, and respect to the law. Because this very knowledge empowers them to navigate society confidently and responsibly. Familiarize yourself with the UK healthcare for kids. The UK offers free healthcare for children through the NHS, but knowing how to access it is essential. As soon as you arrive the UK, endeavor to register your child with a GP practice, dental practice. Just Google NHS dental practice near me, GP near me. Just find all of this on Google and register your children. So you should also learn about routine checkups, time to go see your GP, your appointment. You don't have to miss all of this. And ensuring that your child's health needs are met would definitely give you a peace of mind and your children were cared for. Lead by example. Learn to be open-minded, accepting and adapting into the UK's cultural society. Your children, they feel much confident and more happier to learn when they see you adapting and imbibing by the norms of a foreign country. Meanwhile, be open-minded by teaching them respect and how to accept diversity, how to internalize while, preserving your core value, which is your cultural value. Do not throw that away entirely because they are also important. This is why we encourage, speaking our native language to our children, cooking our food. Our fashion sense shouldn't be thrown away, just like I usually rock my African outfit on Sundays, especially now that the weather is gradually becoming warm. We shouldn't throw all of this away by just embracing a Western culture. No, let's strike a balance by combining both cultures. Yes, when our children see us adapting to this, it makes them more stronger, believing that they have arrived. This is also a home as well as the other parts of the world. Thank you once again for watching my video. I really appreciate your time. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and keep coming back for more. Bye for now.